My name is Joseph Hughes, and I am with Elevate Insurance Solutions, and you're watching the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the East Daily Download. Sorry, the carpet got a little bunched right there as I stepped on it. Where was I? Oh, hi. Welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark, tour guide, etc., etc. You know, we've got a big show planned for you today. You know, I'm thinking the holidays are upon us, and this is the wrong one, isn't it? We've already done this. That explains why there's a pencil. That's what's in here. A CW, Eastern North Carolina CW pencil. I feel like there's something missing here. Got it, I know what it is. It's holidays, not this one, even though this one's great and awesome and important and everything. It's actually my wife's birthday, but that's a side note. Tell you what, why don't we check out this story? I need to do something for the set. Check this out. I'll be back here in a couple minutes, okay?
So today we have a very special guest on the show, my mom. Welcome, Mom. How are you today?
Welcome, Anissa. Thank you so much for having me.
So we haven't seen each other in a while, but I think we've done a great job at staying connected via Zoom or just finding different ways to get creative. How has this been for you so far, just getting adjusted to everything?
Well, really disheartening at first with the whole pandemic. That technology played a role in allowing us to actually almost be there with each other.
Yeah, and I'm excited to talk about that, how it evolved. I would say our virtual celebrations evolved from birthdays into holidays like Father's Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas that come to mind. But before those holidays were the birthdays. You remember Dad's birthday virtual celebration?
I do remember that. And it was a wonderful time in that you're being in North Carolina, but your older brother and sister being here. And technology allowed you to be a part of it as well.
And really was the aspect of it was surprising to me. It's how we were able to engage. We're still able to have family. We're still able to do the larger things we did in the past, but found a way to do it remotely or virtually.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, we love Dad. We try to be creative for everything, but that was us just dusting off kind of the Zoom, you know, creativity for celebrating holidays with you guys. That was our first go round. But when May came around, that was April. But when May came, May 10th is, our family is known as my mom's birthday. That's what we celebrate, that national holiday. Talk to us about, were you actually surprised? Like, how did we pull that off?
I was so surprised and so blessed and thankful all at one time. Your dad was a co-conspirator with all of this. And so normally he always gets the door if we're both at home, but he kind of insisted, oh, you know, I'm kind of doing something now, honey, can you get the door? And I went to the door and these beautiful array of balloons and they were ribbon streaming down, and each balloon had a very special moment with each of you children. It was so fabulous. It was so special. My heart lights up now just talking about it.
You siblings were all behind the scenes doing all this wonderful work, doing all this wonderful planning. But it was fun to be a part of that and secretly engaging your mother and making all this thing happen. And it all worked out wonderfully.
The creativity that you all have shown during this time is wonderful. And I'm hoping that as we transition out of this pandemic, hopefully over the next year in 2021, that you keep that creativity going.
That's the number one thing, the creativity. And it's just been fun trying to figure out ways to feel connected with all of this separation. So I think that we've been doing a great job at staying connected. And that is going to be what we talk about for today's part one of celebrating the holidays and birthdays virtually with the family, kind of giving you ideas on how you can stay connected, like we were saying, even with the distance.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. I don't know if you can hear me with the rattling in the microphone, but Bryce reminded me we have a bunch of Christmas stuff in an office. Let's see here. Good stuff, bells. The candle reindeer that I probably actually wouldn't light because I don't think it would last. Let's see. Was that like garland or whatchamacallit to put on the mantle? That works. Ooh, and a little tree. Yeah. Okay, but you know, yeah, there's more of that. And some tissue paper from last Christmas, presumably. This is all good. However, I'm missing something else. Tell you what, yeah. Why don't we check out the story? I'm gonna figure this out. Oh, I got an idea. Okay, check the story out. I'll be back here in a little bit, and we'll continue the "We Need to Decorate This Place for the Holidays" episode of the East Daily Download. Sounds like a plan. Okay, see you in a little bit.
The East Daily Download is sponsored this week by the following.
Hello everyone, my name is Naz Perez and this is 5G Across America. And joining me today is the president of T-Mobile's consumer group, John Fryer, and today we're going to be discussing all of those scam telemarketer and robocalls we all seem to be getting. John, I've waited a long time to ask somebody this who may have an answer. Why are we all getting these calls we don't really want?
Well, Naz, unfortunately, there is still so much money that's being made in these scam calls. Scammers are seeing bigger opportunities than ever before. In fact, just last year, unwanted calls spiked by nearly 600%.
Wow, it's crazy you say that because I feel like I used to get 3 and now I get 7 in a day.
It's unbelievable. So think about it, Naz. It's estimated that Americans are on track to receive over 50 billion unwanted calls. So it's no wonder that 80% of Americans say they won't answer a call from an unknown number. It's very important that we're protecting customers from unwanted scammers while still having the ability to receive the legitimate phone calls.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of legitimate phone calls, I'm waiting on calls from potential suitors. So how do we stop, John, the number of unwanted calls we're getting and make sure that those important calls come through?
Well, Naz, while we have no control over the volume of calls coming in, there are tools and services available, and most of them are at no cost to you. Major wireless companies have joined forces to deliver a phone number verification process so you'll know who's really calling, which protects you from potential scams. You know, right here at T-Mobile, we offer free Scam Shield that includes Scam ID and blocking, which flags suspicious calls as scam likely. And if your phone number has become a spam magnet, which it can from time to time, T-Mobile customers can get a free second phone number to use in place of your primary personal line or even replace your primary phone number.
Wow, that's really cool. And I also love that term scam likely. I want to use that. I had no idea T-Mobile offered that.
It's incredible.
Do you have any tips on how we can detect a scam?
If you cannot validate the information, deleting or hanging up is always the safest option. You don't want to ever click on any links in emails or text messages that you find suspicious.
Do you have any tips on how to hang up on your mom?
Well, I tell you what, hello, mom, hello, I can't hear you, and just hit the, just end.
Just pretend that you don't have T-Mobile.
That's right.
John, thank you so much for breaking that down for us. I feel like we're Scam Likely experts now. And thank you all so much for watching. This has been 5G Across America.
The East Daily Download is sponsored this week by the following.
Hey, what's up, Eastern North Carolina? I'm Chris. This is On the Record. I've got a really, really cool one for you today. Village of the Pharaohs by Pharoah Sanders. This is free jazz. Free jazz would be like the Las Vegas of jazz, sort of anything goes. And Pharoah Sanders would be probably the one at the front of the pack, just going for it. This album I found in a bargain bin, and it is well loved. If I took it out of the plastic sleeve, the cover would probably disintegrate. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm not even going to put it on my trusty little turntable. But I do want to tell you that if you are ever digging through some bins and you see Pharoah Sanders, you should check it out, because it's wild stuff. Well, for On the Record, I'm Chris. We'll see you next time.
Oh, hey, welcome back. I got Santa hat, bow. So I need to put these stockings up. Yeah, that'll work. It'll work. It's all good. But we still are missing one key ingredient. Got it. Okay, let's check this story out. It's awesome. You'll like it. And when we come back, I should have the final piece.
My name is Jake Ryan Lilly. I am a yoga instructor here at Momentum Yoga and Wellness. And I want to invite you to sit with me in a moment of contemplation. So, who are you? I mean, not like your name or your occupation, but if you ask yourself the question, who am I? What does the I mean to you? What does the I stand for? Now, we can sort of eliminate certain possibilities of things it is not. For example, let's take your possessions. Are you your car? You can get into your car, you can manipulate your car, you can drive your car, you can even turn on your AC, you can turn on your blinker, but you can step outside of your car, and you can even sell your car. And once your car is gone, you're still you. That's pretty easy, right? Similarly, are you your body? I mean, we can manipulate our body, and we can lose parts of our bodies. Like if I go in and get an appendix surgery and take my appendix out, or in some of the most unfortunate of circumstances, maybe I lose a finger or I lose my eyesight. That doesn't make me any less me. I'm still me. You see, there is a subject-object relationship going on here. The subject being me, or if you're asking yourself this, the subject being you, and in this case, it's the body. So if not the body, then maybe the mind. Everything that makes up the mind, a culmination of our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions. If we ask ourselves the question, am I my thoughts? Am I my beliefs? Am I my emotions? You see, again, we're still doing the subject and object relationship there. The subject is you here, and the object is the thoughts, the emotions, and the beliefs. So let's just take a moment here. Maybe you can close your eyes and relax just for like a few 5 to 10 seconds and contemplate who you are now that we have eliminated those things. Who am I? You see, unlike your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, or your body, there's been one thing that's remained constant throughout your entire life. One thing that is not subject to change while you are living. You see, your body, it grows older and it changes, and your mind is not the same than what it was 10 years ago. Think about who you were 10 years ago. It seems like a totally different person, or maybe even 20 years ago. But you stayed you the whole time. The awareness of your existence, however, stays the same. From the time you are born until the time that you die, you take your last breath, there is pure consciousness there. So we can identify with our body, and we can identify with our mind. And I can even name a couple people who probably identify with their car. But if we identify with just pure consciousness, we're better able to navigate our existence. For example, Let's say you're driving down the road, you're going 70 miles an hour down the highway, and someone comes into your lane and cuts you off. You have to slam on your brakes. In that moment, your initial reaction may give rise to an emotion of anger. Now, if we identify with our emotions, if you were to ask yourself in that moment, who am I? You would say, I am angry. But if we identify with pure consciousness, we would say, there is anger. And we can just let it go. Because in the long run, if the guy cuts you off and then he drives away, your anger isn't going to affect him, it's only affecting you in that moment. If you identify with a belief, but yet some sort of evidence, hard-lined, demonstrable evidence is given to you on the contrary of that belief, it's going to be a hard road to try to make your way to reality, what truth is when it's presented to you. This doesn't mean that we become a sort of vacant vessel of meat and flesh, devoid of emotion and belief or thoughts. If we habituate the identification with pure consciousness, pure awareness, we're better able to attach to certain emotions, to attach to certain thoughts, rather than them merely controlling us, just reacting to them. So I want to thank you for joining me today, taking a little bit of time for this contemplation. At the end of every yoga class here at Momentum, we'd like to say a word that means the pure consciousness that is me recognizes the pure consciousness that is you. And that word is namaste.
Yes, Tom and Zendaya are finally opening up about their relationship on screen and off.
Now that everybody knows, you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
The couple who broke the internet when they were caught on camera making out over the summer have mostly kept their relationship on the down low. But now, Tom told GQ that we sort of felt robbed of our privacy when the news hit. Zendaya's take? She agrees, saying they both feel when you really love and care about somebody, some moments you wish were your own. I think loving someone is a sacred thing.
We expected it. I mean, it comes with the territory, it comes with the job, so it's all good.
The 25-year-old covers GQ's 26th annual Men of the Year issue out November 23rd. Tom says having his SpiderMan co-star in his life was, quote, so instrumental to my sanity.
Hello, Peter.
Their next movie, SpiderMan No Way Home, drops December 17th, and the new trailer promises plenty of familiar faces from the Spider-Verse.
You're not gonna take this away from me.
Jamie Foxx is back as Electro and Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin. But there is still no look at Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's rumored return. Tom recently surprised fans with a sneak peek at the trailer and got a little emotional.
It's really overwhelming. It's really overwhelming.
And we'll have so much more on the next Entertainment Tonight. I'm Nichelle Turner.
Ooh. Okay. There we go. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. I got my Santa hat here, as you can see. And this new tree needs a little bit of work, but you know, you get the idea. It's a Christmas tree. East Daily Download style, already pre-decorated. Actually, we didn't take the decorations down from last year. If I'm being honest, we might have taken the decorations down from 2 years ago because it's been sitting just like this in an office since we last wrapped up our Christmas stuff from last year or the year before. Hard to say with COVID year, it's kind of fuzzy. But anyway, the beginning of a decoration for the set, which is great. Holidays upon us. Got big plans? You're gonna go anywhere? You're gonna see family? You're gonna travel, see friends? You're gonna stay at home, do a COVID shutdown kind of thing at home and just keep to yourself? I know a lot of different people are trying a lot of different things this year. Completely get it. Don't have plans ourselves yet. We'll see how that goes as we get a little bit closer. A lot of family has just moved to the area, so maybe we'll host, or maybe we will go visit my family, which is in another state. Hard to say. But you know what the important thing is? People are together. People are having a good time, whether you're on Zoom or in person. It's the holidays. And you know what everybody needs this holiday season? A doodle pad. Look it up. Anyway, have a great day. See you on the next episode of the East Daily Download. Bye-bye, everybody.
The East Daily Download is sponsored this week by the following. Closed captioning for the East Daily Download is sponsored by Hearing Life.